The Armenian American community is waiting on the president to formally recognize the Armenian Genocide of 1915. Several Bay Area counties have passed resolutions this week, adding to the mounting pressure for Joe Biden to make good on his campaign promise to do so. California is home to many Armenians, including Roxanne M. Her family fled for their lives from a Turkish village in 1915 as the Ottoman Empire's soldiers began a killing spree. They hid with the help of neighbors until the coast was clear.
My grandmother, as a young child, I think she was 4, looked out the window and saw that the town folk were being marched out of town. And she thought her mother was amongst them. So she ran outside screaming, "Mama." And the next thing she knew, that relative or neighbor that was housing them, was hiding them basically, grabbed her, pulled her into the house and said, "Keep quiet. Your mother is here. We've got her hidden in the back room. You get in this kitchen cabinet."
They later learned that 1.5 million Armenians were killed in that genocide. Unfortunately, her great-grandfather did not make it. Like many, he was kidnapped and killed. Armenians were either slaughtered or driven to march to their death through the desert. 106 years later, modern-day Turkey continues to deny that this was a systemic plan to wipe out Christian Armenians, Greeks, and Assyrians, and have since put pressure on their U.S. ally to withhold outright recognition. Meanwhile, pressure is mounting for President Joe Biden to fulfill his campaign promise to formally recognize the atrocities as genocide. On Tuesday, Santa Clara, San Mateo, and San Francisco County board members all passed resolutions designating April 24th as Armenian Genocide Commemoration Day, vowing to teach the historical facts in their public schools.
The Armenian genocide and the slaughter of 1.5 million innocent human beings is an undeniable fact.
San Francisco board member Aaron Peskin has made efforts for 14 years to do this and says that recent hate crimes like the attack last year on KVZ Armenian School and the arson at St. Gregory the Illuminator Apostolic Church in San Francisco have inspired the board to finally act on the resolution.
Whoever did that, whether it was done by denialists or whether by other parties, and nobody's been apprehended in that event, this is a remarkably important time for the government of San Francisco and the people of San Francisco and the Bay Area to understand and acknowledge and celebrate not only the contributions of the Armenian American community, but what they and all of us are up against. And if we don't say it and other cities don't say it, the United States government is never going to make Turkey do it.
Should Biden follow through, he'll almost certainly face pushback from Turkey, which has successfully pressed previous presidents to sidestep the issue. This Saturday, I will be hosting the annual Armenian Genocide Memorial on San Francisco's highest peak, Mount Davidson. This is the first time the community will be gathering since the latest war was waged against Armenians during the pandemic by Turkey-backed Azerbaijan. The event starts at 1 o'clock.